Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of The Answer Desk. I'm Bill, your host, along with Paul Muller, who is the founder of Vision Retirement. And let's get right to it and answer a question that was submitted to us. So let's...
we've been going all East Coast, so I think you should try to pick up on a different geographic here.
All right. This one was submitted to us from Florida. Just kidding. This question was actually submitted to us from the Midwest, and the question is, why do I have what seems like 20 different credit scores?
Wow.
And Paul, I have that same question because wherever I look, whether it's Experian or any other of the credit bureaus, my credit score is a little bit different. Why is that?
You're a deadbeat? You don't pay your bills on time? I don't know.
I don't have a low credit score.
Oh, you have a good credit. You have a good credit score. That's a good question. And a lot of people will ask us, how can I improve my credit score? What are the factors that play into it? And the answer is that depending on the credit bureau is really going to depend on how they calculate your credit score. So not everyone is calculating it the same way, and therefore you're going to see some discrepancies in that scoring.
So let's say I go and want to take out a loan and I apply at two different financial institutions. In theory, they could have two different credit scores and give me a different rate. Or does it usually vary drastically, or is it?
I've never seen it vary drastically, but I have seen it where one credit bureau may be giving you a 780 and another one a 765. The lenders out there know the metrics of the various scores, and some are more comfortable with one credit agency over another. But a lot of the things that come into play are the payment history. Are you paying on time? How much outstanding credit do you have, right? Because if you can go out and you've got 10 credit cards that have $50,000 credit limit, you could go out that moment and extend yourself by $500,000. It depends on how much you have in fixed loans, right? So if you already have an obligation that is in a high percentage of excess of your income percent-wise, that's going to affect your credit score. And then your available credit, how much extra credit do you have that you can easily pay with your income.
So your actual credit score doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously you need a good credit score, but whether it's 750 or 765, that's not really that important. It's really, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, they all have ranges. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, I'm used to that.
They all have ranges. So, it's not like, it's going to be right on the dot. Like if you have, a 750, that's it. Most of the lending organizations, lending firms will have, they want your score to be within a certain range to be good, excellent, and beyond.